wala na pong usapang sa Supreme Court. That will be settled. At pangalawa yung higher education institutions at pangatlo yung advertising. So we're here to hear you. So without further ado, we'll turn it over to you. First, we'll go with Mayor Benjie, then Cong Mark, and then the other mayors here in Benguet. So Mayor Benjie, please, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you very much, Madam Mr. Chair. Imbagag sapa, kadatayo amin na po. On behalf of the City of Baguio and the Metro Police Development Authority, our warm welcome to Senator Sonny Angara, to Senator Loren Legarda, to Senator Bato de la Rosa, and hopefully we'll be joined by Senator no less than by the Senate President, Senator Juan Miguel Zumiri, and Senator Christopher Bongo. It is our honor that the Senate Committee has come to Baguio to hold this public hearing, attended by resource persons today. It need not to be stressed that this hearing is vital for the actions of our legislators in the coming times, because this opens the discussion of amending portions of the Philippine Constitution, the supreme law of the land, particularly those provisions which serve as the fundamental policy in the regulation of our economic activities. During my travels abroad, I had the opportunity to observe how other countries, especially progressive countries, have used special laws, economic laws and policies, and technological advancement, enhancing efficiency and productivity of industries. I always leave these trips with this thought that these practices can be implemented in the Philippines. I do not doubt that our local talents are capable of putting Philippine industries at par with peers in the global stage. But the potential is fully realized with increased capital investment, comprehensive collaborations, trainings for innovative or new methods, and of course, the strong support of the government and the appropriate laws for that matter. This is why I support legislation that advances economic opportunities for the Filipino. And with the current landscape, our industries would be able to support an economic track that is globally competitive, dynamic, and adaptive to economic trends. I would like also to decry some efforts of some legislators to pursue the people's initiative. I believe it is purely unethical. With that support, however, I also firmly believe that the process for moving these kinds of legislations forward should be aligned with what is provided in our Constitution, and that the core foundations of nationalism and national interest are still primarily protected, and if not strengthened. I have taken note that the Honorable Senate President has already categorically stated before the Senate will not succumb to the pressure of a deadline, and I completely agree with that principle. An amendment to the Constitution demands careful and an in-depth study, analysis of risk, and this public hearing establishes our legislators' earnest steps in that direction, because it is our hope in the Metro Police Development Authority that whatever result is had from these public hearings, it is always in pursuit of the best interests of our country and its people. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Mayor Magalong. Tama po yan. We're really trying to go in depth sa studies po namin. Congressman Mark, sir, you have the floor, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, Senator Sonny. To our honorable senators, Senator Loren, Senator Sonny, and Senator Bato, esteemed resource persons present this morning, our honored guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, isa pong mapagpalayang umaga sa ating lahat. I stand before you today humbled by the opportunity to address this crucial issue at the intersection of economic policy and national development. As a legislator, I am deeply invested in the future prosperity of our beloved nation. And I believe that these proposed amendments to the Philippine Constitution warrant careful consideration and thoughtful deliberation. Before I proceed further, I want to express my gratitude for the invitation to participate in this hearing and assure you of my commitment to contributing meaningfully in our discussions today. In addition to my remarks today, I will be submitting a comprehensive position paper outlining my perspectives on Senate Resolution of both Houses number 6. This document will provide detailed analysis, evidence-based arguments in support of the proposed amendments, drawing upon insights gleaned from consultations with stakeholders and experts in the field. Now let me turn our attention to the substance of the matter at hand. In a rapidly evolving global landscape, the Philippines finds itself at a pivotal crossroads, faced with the imperative to adapt and innovate to thrive in this 21st century. The proposed amendments to certain economic provisions of our Constitution, particularly on Articles 12, 14, and 16, represent a bold step toward unlocking the full economic potential of our nation. Let us first consider the issue of foreign ownership in public utilities. The proposed amendments to Section 11, Article 12, which seek to grant Congress the authority to permit foreign companies 100% ownership in public utilities, hold immense promise for fostering economic growth, enhancing infrastructure development, and promoting healthy competition in our country. While concerns have been raised regarding the potential impact on local businesses and employment opportunities, it is crucial to recognize the significant socioeconomic benefits associated with attracting foreign investment in public utilities. Data presented by government officials, including Undersecretary Sharon Garin of the Department of Energy, underscores the substantial capital inflows, job creation, and environmental benefits that foreign investments in renewable energy projects can bring by welcoming foreign investments while implementing appropriate safeguards. We have the opportunity to stimulate economic growth and create employment opportunities and contribute to sustainable development. Moving on to the issue of foreign ownership in education, it is evident that the landscape of global education is evolving rapidly, and our Constitution must adapt to accommodate these changes. The proposed amendments to Paragraph 2, Section 4 of Article 14 offer the potential to enhance educational quality, address accessibility gaps, and foster economic growth as well as innovation. By allowing foreign investment in education, we can pave the way for the establishment of world-class educational institutions within our country, enriching the educational experience for students and enhancing the global competitiveness. While concerns have been raised regarding the potential dilution of Filipino identity and values, it is essential to recognize that international collaborations can enrich rather than erode cultural diversity. By implementing robust regulatory frameworks and promoting cultural exchanges, we can ensure that foreign-based or foreign-owned institutions uphold Filipino values while embracing global perspectives. Finally, let us consider the issue of foreign ownership in the advertising industry. The proposed liberalization of ownership restrictions in this sector holds the promise of stimulating economic growth, fostering innovation, and positioning the Philippines as a hub of dynamic communication and commerce on the global stage. While concerns have been raised regarding potential job displacement and unfair competition, it is imperative to implement proper regulatory frameworks to ensure a level playing field and prevent anti-competitive behavior. In conclusion, Mr. Chair, I urge this esteemed subcommittee to carefully consider the implications of the proposed amendments to our Constitution by embracing foreign investment in key sectors while ensuring adequate safeguards and regulatory force oversight. We have the opportunity to unlock the full potential, particularly economic potential, of our nation and chart a course toward prosperity and progress for generations to come. Again, Mr. Chair and members of this committee, maraming salamat po at naway maging makabuluhan ang ating talakayan ngayong umaga.
Thank you very much, Congressman.